Chit Chat with two T's is a space where we can normalize the discussion of mental health, where people could recognize how mental health is actually integrated into their everyday lives and how simply by living the everyday life and how you live it, that contributes to the state of your mental health. So I think that's an appropriate synopsis. I am doing a podcast because I think I'm an engaging person. Like, legitimately, no conceit. But I do think that I'm an engaging person, and I think my personality is one that could reach people in many forms. But I think a podcast kind of has it like you're having the conversation with me, like you're there in your room, and I think that's what I want. All over the place, legitimately. I know a lot of people. I have strong connections, and I think usually I'm a supportive person. So my friends always tease me and say I always have a girl or a guy for something. So if you need something, I usually have a girl or a guy for that. So I think it's a good form of exposure for persons, but also, the people that I know, but also it may be people that I don't know. So exposure for the persons I know and potential exposure for the persons that I don't know. So I just want to shout out my executive producer, Ricardo Mitchell, for helping me come up with this entire concept and bringing my concept to life, the social stage on the local stage. I think I got it right. Anywho's, we were discussing the concept for what I would want, for the podcast. And I spoke about how much I like tea and I want something to be warm and welcoming. And I like the idea of having, guests come on and we can have them have something that's in their cup, literally and figuratively. And so the whole thing came about when he was asking me what would I want the name of it to be. Would I want my name, Valdez? Would I want, my business brand, Equilibre Counseling and Consulting? Or is there something else that is also innately me that would work? And I remember that my whole name, Trinity Hall, T Hall to the world, is Chit Chat, self-explanatory. And it's spelled, the chat is spelled with two T's. And so he came up with that cute play on words, two T's in the name, but also two T's in terms of you and your guest and the drink. And then, most importantly, Trinidad and Tobago, two T's because it's local and I always want to represent where I'm from.